Good evening, welcome back to In the Khud. This is September 15, 2022, 9:35 p.m. and 9:35 means once in a blue moon situation where I'm not going to work out today because it's been a brutally long day. And I'm just changing the format a bit because as much as In the Khud has given like so many things in the past 58, 59 videos I've made, it can also be like a relaxation session where I'm just watching some beautiful scenery, and that can act like a nice camera too behind instead of just the Notion page. Like, who wants to see the Notion page? I don't want to see that Notion page. It's boring, it's black and white, it's mostly dark. Bruh. Python for Data Science and Machine Learning Bootcamp. That is the Udemy course we're working on. I'm taking so like almost baby steps in this course ahead. Like, I haven't even gotten to the basic where they start with the Python crash course. We're getting to it tomorrow, but today I just went through that lecture where they talk about Jupyter Notebook and how to use them. So basically you have two types of cells in Jupyter Notebook. One is a code cell which you can use to run code, and one is a markdown cell which can be used to make printed notes above specific lines of code, basically like commenting. And that's a good nice approach. I liked it. Shortcut: shift plus enter runs that cell, and alt plus enter inserts a blank cell underneath. The whole day went in the shop floor video, and there was a lot that had to be done. And there was a point where I realized that there is no way I can keep, like, because I had done it in a way which was like band-aid work. Bruh. And not like actual work. And this is around 4:35 that I have to start from scratch. And I did that a half an hour back or so. I figured out the render and at least gave it a head. I'll actually go through what I did. The main problem that I was facing in this specific composition is that file's called Figure the Mess. The screen had to stay the same, right? And on the screen the elements had to come, they had to go, they had to scale, they had like all sorts of things had to happen according to the storyboard that was given to me. Like, there is this one module where these things are here and the opacity of them are coming on and going off depending on this. Here they're off, over here they're off, over here they come on, over here they go off temporarily, over here they come on again. Then there is this module where this whole thing goes up. Now when this whole thing has to go up, all the layers have to be pre-composed, and there has to be a mat which is of this side so that it looks like it's being scrolled up. And that was a task. This was module 2 here, where this thing has to come from the bottom. That also has to look like it's scrolling up. So again, there has to be the same mat and an alpha mat. And then there was the third module here, and this one fourth. So basically the entire solution lied on the fact that earlier, if I look at the one which is causing a lot of problems, it's called something damage. Yeah. Now here what was happening is I was trying to do everything like the zooming and the zoom out by parenting the layers to this only one layer called phone, right? Everything was being parented to this layer, and which was making it completely impossible to like, phone is actually changing. And not just the phone, even the bleed, the glow was changing because these are separate layers from Illustrator for the phone every single time. So to avoid that, if you look at the repair composition, there is just one phone. There are no like movement keyframes in it. I did it over here outside the composition using a null, and I call that camera. So all of the movement that is happening, coming in, coming out, and then moving from left to right or whatever that you want to do, that I did outside the comp, and that is pretty much the way to go. It doesn't seem like for a composition of this sort where you're supposed to keep it in the same pre-comp, like you can't have multiple pre-comps in this case, because everything at the end of the day is relying on this bottom phone layer and stuff like these, which are the constants throughout the changes. You have to kind of deal with these layers and the mess that comes with it. The max you could do is color code them so it's a little easier to read. But I wish there was this feature in After Effects where you could temporarily, bundle a bunch of layers. And I don't mean pre-comp, like putting them into a container which is like weirdly behaving. Like, you could just kind of like how we have toggle down inside Notion, like you put information inside a toggle, but it's not necessarily, it's there, it's here only, but it's kind of like collected, so that I am seeing only like 4 toggles instead of these many sandwiched layers, which I find is very inconvenient. But yeah, that's pretty much it for what I did today. The entire day went in that. Now for tomorrow is a voluntary taken leave. So apparently I will have to work on this video, like the last section. I'll get those slates by tomorrow. Primarily I want to focus on getting a bit of dad's work done, because there is some things happening there that I have to worry about now. Other than that, because we're going in the weekend, hoping to do some Blender stuff. This Python course is like really depressing me, and the machine learning course, but we'll see how things go. Yeah, and these videos are kind of so much fun to watch, like relaxing. Who are these people? They used to live once, just like you and me. Where are they now? Nobody knows. Thank you so much for being in the crowd. I'll catch you tomorrow. Peace.